Hi, this is Edith, Educational Technologist at Oregon Tech, and in this video I'm going to go over the Mailings tab. This one is very useful if you're sending out a lot of mail, or you have labels that you want to print, or you want to do form letters. This is where you would do this, and it's a quick, easy way to do it. One of the ways that I would recommend to start is actually do the Start Mail Merge. I believe this will give you the wizard, and but before you go to the wizard, I just kind of want to go over this. You can change how the document is set up by using these here. So say I want to do envelopes, I can actually do that and just say okay. So that changes it into an envelope document versus a normal document. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and do it as a normal as an envelope, and then I can go to the step-by-step mail merge wizard, and that's to me is really awesome. And I would recommend anytime you do this, that's the way to do it. But you can just do one envelope or one page of labels if you want to do copy and pasting. It's just kind of quick and easy to just do it there, especially if you're only doing one. Here you can also select your type of document. So I can go to letters, I can go to email, I can go to envelopes. But since I want to stick with envelopes, I'm going to stay there. You go on to your next step. And so I'm going to go ahead and click on next step, and then select starting document. I'm going to start in the current document because it is already set up for the way I want it, but you can always change it, or you can start it from an existing document. So like if you have a form letter, that's what, and you already have it set up, written up, but you just want to add recipients. This is where you can do it, start it from an existing document. I can also change my document layout. Here's my envelope options. Maybe I don't like the size of the envelope, so you can actually change that, and that would be right in here. So if you have a smaller envelope that you want to use, that's what you would do, but I'm going to keep it the way it is right now. So I can select recipients. Now you may not have recipients already set, so you would not use an existing list. If you do, then you can use the existing list, and that's where you would go right here, and you would browse, and you can see I already have some in here, but I would like to show you how to do it. I can also do it from my Outlook contacts, so I can do it that way. I haven't tried it this way yet, so if it's something that you want to try, go for it. It's not going to hurt anything. Or I could type a new list. And so what would happen, and this is probably the case for most people, is I'm going to go ahead and create a new list. And then I get this dialog box. Now you can customize this any which way you want. So you can do customize columns and say you don't want the title. You can say yes, okay. I don't want a company name. I don't need address line 2. So these are all available for any document that you create. So just keep that in mind when you're creating your documents and what you're deciding to delete and add. But since this is an envelope, I know that I don't need all of this extra stuff, and I can just say yes and okay. And now you can see that my columns have changed, and then I can just drag these open a little bit just so that it's easier for me to see this information, because they do keep it quite small here. So let's go ahead and put some people in here. And 123 Elm Street, that's always one of my favorites, Klamath Falls, OR 97601, and tab will get you to the next line. So let's put in John Doe. Oops. Doe, and he's on 123 Walnut Street, and let's get their daughter in there. Sure. Jess Doe, how about that? And she lives at 456 Maple Street. And this, you can always practice with these types of things just to see what works best for you. It's 97601. Okay, so I've now created my list, and I'm going to say okay, and then it's going to give me the option to save it. So I'm going to save it as names. You can save it as class, your class name, or whatever you want to do. Now you're going to get this list here, and so you can see that I can actually uncheck everybody and not have anybody. I can check 1 or 2 people and have them get it, or I could check all 3. So I'm just going to say all 3 is good. So then, of course, we're going to go on to the next arrange your envelope. So there's two ways you can do this. I usually do an insert merge field, but you can do an address block and say okay. And let's go ahead and move this down, and let's go ahead and make it to the center. To add recipient information, okay. And I could do it that way, or I could do it like I was saying with the insert merge fields. I can also do first name, last name, and close, and then I'm going to hit return, and then I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do address, and I'm going to do city, comma, state, space, and zip code. Okay, so that's something I could do. I can also highlight my merge fields. I can address block like I did through the side here. But so you have the options either up here. So these are here or here. It also gives you the option for an electric postage. So you need to have software for that. We don't have that, but that's what you would do. You can also select recipients. I showed you that already. You can do it, type a new list, use an existing list. You can edit the research, the created list of your recipients. So, you decided you didn't want to include Jane, then you can just say, okay, so now it's only going to go to John and Jess. The address block we already did, so I'm just going over that again, but match fields, so you could do that as well. You can see that this is information that is available. And you can see that I actually do have that. So I'm going to be curious because I've never used the address block before. So I really like to see how it works. And you can see right here, it's showing up here as well. So we may have two John Doe and Jess Doe getting, two different addresses on the same envelope. I can include a greeting line, and that would be more for if you're doing a form letter. And then rules, there's a lot to do here. So you can ask, you can fill in if, then, and else. So you can do a next record. That's each name in those records. I can also merge them all, or I can skip a record if there's a reason to skip it. And we already went through the match field, so you saw that with the address block over here. I could preview my results. So yes, you can see the address block actually does exactly the same as me inserting the fields. So this will give you the preview results of that. I can also look at my second record and see that it also shows up the same way. I didn't have a space, obviously, between my first and last name here, and that's a nice way to find if you made a mistake there. Or I can find a recipient. I want to find a specific somebody, say find next. That's where you would go for that. I can also check for errors, complete the merge, pausing to report each error if it occurs. You can simulate it. It's up to you. And then this is the last step. You would finish and merge. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. So you also could do it here. You can also preview your envelopes here. You can see that I've done that as well. And I kind of wanted to just show you the both ways because you can do it either up through here or down through here. And if you miss something, you can always go back and do preview or previous, and then change what you want to change. And I want to select my recipients again. Maybe I've decided I do want Jane to get this as well. So now I can either click finish or merge here, or I can just go ahead and go next, and then I can complete the merge. And I don't know why that happened like that, but it did. I'm going to go ahead and leave it for right now. I might have hit something, and then complete the merge. So now you can see I have this envelope, I have John Doe's, and I have Jess Doe's. And then I am completed. So even if I go to File and then Print, it's going to show all my pages. I want to print, well, it should print all of them, so I'm not sure why it's not accepting that. Well, in any case, they should all print regardless. So if that doesn't happen for you and you're doing the mail merge, let me know. Oh, here, let's see if print. Okay, so I can actually do it through here. I shouldn't have done it through the file and print. You print here. I can do all of them, or I could do some of them. I could do you know, maybe one or two. So the current record, so if I just want to print just to Jane Doe, I can just pick her and just say okay. And so let's see if we can find a preview. I'll do the print to merger because I don't have my printer with me. And then I can say okay. And let's just put in envelope here. Enter. And then I will have my envelopes available to me. Let's see what it looks like. So you can see here now, I now have all my envelopes here available. And and it's only in PDF because that's the way I chose to save them. And that's how you would do a mail merge. Now, similar to that, you can also do a letter, like I said. So you can also create a new letter, change your to a normal Word document. And you can see here now, I can also include the greeting like we were talking about. Select recipients, use from existing lists because we want to do an existing list. So let's go ahead and let's go to test 2. I'm going to take out the address block because it's no longer an envelope. I want to move these over to the left. So it's going to be some document, formatting and such, but then I can also include my greeting line now. So as you can see, dear so-and-so, how do I want it to say it? Dear Josh. Or I can do to whom it may concern versus dear sir or madam if I don't have a name in the name field. And I can just say okay, and there you have it. And so again, I can start the mail merge. You can do it that way, or you can preview results. And so there was only one record in there. You can see that, there's 3 records in there. So this is how you would find it. But look at how on each one of these, Dear John, Dear Jane, and Dear Edith. I can also do, like I said, find the recipient. And I can go to Find Next. And there it pops up with that person's name. So this is a really great tool. I can finish a merge, print the documents. I can do it straight from there to print the documents, and I can say okay. And I'm going to do letter. Okay, so now I have a PDF that's going to have a letter in it. And so this basically covers the references, not the references, the mailings tab. So if you have any questions, comments, you want to know how to do something a little further, especially if you want to do labels or a form letter, please let me know. But as I said, I think the best thing to do is either create it from a already created document or do a step-by-step wizard, and then so that because you can grab it from an existing document. So as you can see here, previous. So you can actually select it from an existing document if you want to do it that way. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you want more information, you want me to help you set up a form letter or envelopes or anything to that extent, please let me know, and I would be more than glad to help you. You can contact me, edith.warden@oit.edu. My extension is 51730. And you can always Skype me. I'm always available. Edith Warden. Always available during work hours. Edith Warden in the directory if you haven't already added me. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope this video was of use, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you.